chess players, but they can't move pieces for shit. They not boss, I forget Macaulay Culkin, Richie Rich, Huey, Dewey, Louis.
With another one.
When that phone ringing, that's money, I gotta go get it. I'm gonna go get it. Mirror this image, ballin', everyday Christmas. Overstand one thing about me, pussy can't knock me off my pivot. Never. If I rapped about it, unlike a lot of y'all, I lived it. What? Everything about me expensive. Believe that. I pay for opinions. You can't tell about shit if we ain't sharing the same experience. I'm all in. You can't tell about shit if we ain't sharing the same experience.
I can't stop now, I'm chasing the check. The streets calling. The streets calling. Got so hard for my day every day. I gotta stay focused, won't let them get in my way. The streets calling. The streets calling.
The boss of Werewolf on the block. The streets keep me howling. Christ of Plymouth prowling. Eyes open, they owling. Watch who you keep in your face. Remember, I've been a broke nigga up for any challenge. Well grounded. Check my footwork, I'm New Balance. Cocaine out the palace. All day I count salads. See, I made like rents and dip with that bag. I bugs funny them carrots. Hustle on 4 tough. I go rough 150 to 40, pull like a ladder. Underground that powder Harry. Railroad on white cherry. I got shooters lined to bay for them niggas repeating shit like a parrot. I got baby back at the man. Breaking it down and preparing it. She ain't wearing shit. Peanut butter hips, no whip. Mine all drop, ain't no comparing shit.
A flow switch doesn't sense the flow of water, it'll shut the whole system down. There has to be a continuous flow inside of the circuit in order for it to work. They have multiple loops. And then you have a loop that's made for heat. It'll be your boiler loop. But as you can see, how much of the line you actually have to deal with whenever using chillers. All of this can be isolated. You can do many things with it in order to be able to control the temperature of the water. We're using water as the medium. The refrigerant circuit is just to cool the water down. Once the water goes off inside of other buildings and picks up heat, it comes back to the loop and it places the water. This is a expansion tank. Expansion tanks are necessary inside of loops in order to expand and contract the water inside the loop. These valves down here, when it asks where it gets the water from, and it says the municipality, this is it. This is your municipal water system.
It's moving some water.
Yep. Oh, it's moving big water. It shouldn't be moving that much water. Why?
Because it should be already in the system.
It should already be in the system. What does that tell you about this system?
Water's
losing, so that means it's got a leak. That's right. Lean on nothing unless you feel like preparing the chiller. It's not going to be easy. All right, you start off with your electrical, right? These are our motor controls. This is our electric tune. This is what you usually go to whenever you need to shut down a chiller, okay? As you can see, everything is labeled. Our water pumps, your furnaces, the electric furnace, and then you're gonna have some that are just for the chiller itself. Let's move in here, let me show you. This is what a boiler looks like. When I say they are huge, they are huge. This will hurt you, okay? Everything you do, you must make sure that you are thinking safety first. Because other than that, you're not trying to work. You're trying to get yourself hurt. We don't want to do that ever in the field. We always want to be positive that we do what?
Go home.
Go home. Gotta go home. When you deal with these, you must understand how to control the heat. Everything is based upon you knowing the temperature. This is just boiling water. That's all you're doing is boiling water. What are all the bills for? You have a burner. You have a burner control. You have an inducer motor. This is your inducer motor compared to an inducer motor on an air conditioner, right? Inducer motor. You have what's called a fire eye instead of a flame sensing rod. to be able to get the sediment out of it, you gotta blow systems down. When you blow a system down, there is a water pressure field here somewhere right there. When you blow a system down, you gotta watch water pressure, okay? Because it'll go too low. And what does it say right here? Alarm. As soon as it hit low water, it's gonna go into alarm. Yeah, it's loud too. Everybody can hear it. It's so loud that everybody can hear it. So while you're in here working on it, if it goes too low and it goes off, everybody's gonna hear that you're in here working on the boiler. Secondly, your control of your air coming in. It's gotta be clear combustible air. If it is air that cannot be combusted, your burner will not work. This senses the flame. This tells you if your flame is on. Okay? This is what they use instead of a flame sensing rod. We call it a fire eye or a cat eye because it sees the flame and it lets us know that the flame is on. As soon as the flame goes out, this shuts down the system. It's also the same thing that controls how long the flame stays on because of the temperature that it produces. Here's your other reason as to why it will shut down is because of temperature. And then you got all of these thermostats here that you can control temperature with. What you're controlling is the temperature of the water being produced, the temperature of the water coming in, and the temperature of the water going out. Each one of those will shut the system down. There will be plenty of times that you have to come hit this reset button here because it's gotten too hot. If any one of these get loose, you'll know. You're not gonna fire right. It'll go into alarm, and then you'll be coming in here to make adjustments. One of these have a manual to be able to do all types of maintenance to them. What you'll do is you'll adjust it, and then you'll turn it on. Go through your first trial. Let it go all the way to satisfaction, and then let it cool down, and you'll start it again. You do this 3 times in order to be able to see if the system was just having a problem internally, or was it just somebody turned the temperature up. You have gas valves. This is a gas regulator with a solenoid. Why does a gas valve regulator have a solenoid? So that the feed can be broke in case of an emergency. As you can see right here, you got a pressure switch and a spark ignition, right? It's built together. This controller is what you do everything with. This is going to tell you if your flame is correct, and it'll let you know if it needs to shut down or not. Control panel. All right? Wow. Inside your control panel, you got all kinds of stuff. One of the main things you're going to have is temperature sensors. And one of those temperature sensors goes outside to test the outside air. Once it gets below a certain temperature, these will cut on. Once you learn how to do the maintenance, you know how things work. Because maintenance is part of maintaining the components of the system. Again, that is your burner assembly, which modulates and regulates the gas flow, and it modulates the airflow and fuel mixture with the air in order to create a combustible gas and burn clean. It opens up, it allows water to flow into the loop. As you can see, heating water return, it goes out and it goes through your supply. Boom. Out the building.
Thank you.
Cooling towers.
Cooling towers all day.
Cooling towers are our condensers or our chillers. They take the heat off of the water being used as the medium of heat transfer, and it sends cool water back into the chiller in order to do the cycle again. As you can see, they are very large. They have a lot of water running in them. So here we go. When it comes to changing the belt, this is what the belt looks like.
They're fucking power bands.
This is what the wheel looks like. Now That's the pulley right there. Same thing on those motors. If you ever have to change that motor out, you're gonna have a long day. Plain and simple. It's not easy. Changing that belt out is gonna take 2 to 3 hours.
Oh yeah, right there.
I done met a few chess players, but they can't move pieces for shit. They not boss, I forget Macaulay Culkin, Richie Rich, Huey, Dewey, Louis Franklin's false screws, McDuck, beat thick, Indian givers, crackers and niggas will promise you lies and shit. Toilet paper feeding the shit, learning from fellowship. Ain't nobody put no money in my pocket, my wrist with me a whole dealership. Very literate nigga, at least respect the penmanship. Close niggas a flip, don't give thirsty niggas a sip. They a hoe off the rip, that's anonymous tip. No too many Jack Sparrows. Don't trust no nigga coming off the ship. That's how they got nipped. Won't let a roach extort shit. Flag of Texas Tech, Red Raider. Our highlights filled with linebacker clips. Hung on white folks bananas. Silverback, my bloodline pressure. 300 for the texture. Spartan, no shit extra. A black Leonidas, you know what I do to the mess. Standing on me, nothing but that soaking with a compressor. Silent snake on the dresser. Guarding the eating record. A lot of scriptures in these words. Listen, just hit record. Biblically, a lot of money made behind a drink. The kings I know don't think. Only sit